G'day guys, we have a massive update to go through today, the Curse of Moon Quay. It comes with a brand new island, new creatures, new foods, new structures, and kind of a new playable character. Let's begin. And of course we have to start with the island itself. Somewhere out in the ocean is the new Moon Quay, a beach island inhabited predominantly by hostile monkeys. And they make it pretty clear that you're not welcome on the island by attacking you on sight when you land on their docks, even launching cannons at your boat as you approach. One-on-one, these monkeys are more of a nuisance than a threat. Each hit they land on you takes the first available item out of your inventory, which they'll then attempt to steal and bring back to their monkey hut. And getting your stuff back can be a real pain, but we'll go into that more later. The monkeys themselves only have 200 health, but if you kill them, you will be forced to pick up an accursed trinket. This trinket can't be dropped, can't be put in a chest or even your backpack. It's stuck with you. And if you collect 10 of them, you will turn into a monkey, or wonky to be more precise. Wonky is not exactly Wilbur, but it's as close as we're probably ever going to get in DST. His stats are lower than most characters and he walks slower as well, but he has the ability to run on all fours if he gets going. He also has the perk of not being attacked by any of the monkeys on the quay. Being wonky can have its advantages. If you're playing as a character with restrictions like Wirt, not being able to use Pig King, or WX and it's raining and you don't have an umbrella, you can just become a monkey for a while. Pigs, bunny men and merms don't like you as much though. You lose the ability to understand what they're saying as well, although now you can understand the monkeys. But if you've decided that you've had enough of the monkey life and want to get back to your old self, then you need to make an offering of bananas to the monkey queen, who also lives on the island. Each banana will remove 4 trinkets until you're freed from the curse, and you'll even have a bit of leeway time to get away from the island before the monkeys become hostile again. But it is worth sticking around for a bit because there's so much more to this island than just the monkeys. There are new banana bushes that grow bananas. There are palm cone trees that drop palm cone scales. Monkey tails are a way of growing reeds. Crustaceans wander all over the place and can drop morsels, light bulbs, or broken shells when killed. And then you have the unnatural portal in the middle of it all, surrounded by broken machinery. And this, I presume, is the stage part of the update. We don't really know what the deal is with the portal. It seems as though Wagstaff is involved with it somehow. For the moment, it spits out more of the plants that grow on the island so you can use it as a way of collecting those to bring back to the mainland. There seems to be a limit on the amount of items you can get from the portal without taking them away, but if you give it moon gleams, it will dish out a bunch of items at once. The debris around the portal also gives you some cut stones and gears if you hammer it, which can be handy when building some of the new items. And if you want to get your hands on these items, a fair few of them will require more banana donations to the Monkey Queen. She'll give you blueprints for the boat cannon, cannonball, dock kit, dock piling, and Moon Quay beach turf. The dock kit is used to build your own dock, like the one on the island, in any shallow water. This means that you can build your own bridge to the moon, since the water between the lunar islands and the mainland is always shallow. You can destroy dock tiles by shooting them with a cannon or lighting any explosive. And any dock tiles disconnected from the land will also automatically break, as I found out by accident. You can use this as a strategy to quickly kill the monkeys if you don't want to be bothered on the island or want to gather their bandanas. When worn, they actually increase your effectiveness with boat related actions. I wouldn't bother with the cutlasses that the monkeys drop though, they're not very good at all. There are also a bunch of items that you can build without even visiting the Moon Quay. There's a new grass raft that doesn't even need a science machine to make. It acts as a really cheap way of sailing in the early game or just hopping between bits of land without using a lot of logs for a proper boat. The main drawback with this boat is that it's constantly sinking, but it's slow enough that you should be able to get to where you're going before it goes down. It's also a little bit smaller than the standard wooden boat, allowing you to fit it in tighter spots, which could be useful for things like growing giant waterlogged trees, for example. Another item that doesn't need science to craft is the new Kelp Bumper, which gives your boat a little bit of protection from taking damage on the side that you place it. There's also a more effective shell bumper which does the same thing, and not only can you protect your boats, but you can also spin them around with the new rudder. This is less useful than I thought it would be. At the moment it seems like it's just a way to aim the cannon since you can't turn that manually. But why would you even want to steer with a rudder when you can steer with magnets? Using the Nautopilot and Nautopilot beacon, you can actually link boats together and make them follow each other with the power of magnetism. I believe these are also the first craftable items that use frazzled wires in the recipe, which is cool because I always have a lot of those lying around. And last but not least is the Ocean Trawler. We've begged for so long and Klei has finally blessed us with modern day fish farms. You can place these practically anywhere in the water, throw in some bait for good measure, come back after a bit and you've got yourself some fresh fish. This one item will go a long way towards making fish recipes and fish characters a lot more viable. And if you're thinking, hey, the ocean, maybe it's not so bad anymore. Well, there is one more addition in this update that might make you rethink that. Monkey pirate invasions. Thankfully, this only tends to happen when you're relatively close to the Moon Quay, but a crew of monkeys led by the prime mate can actually chase you down, board your boat and attack you, stealing as much stuff as they can in the process. If you manage to hold them off and even kill the prime mate though, you get to keep his fancy captain's tricorn, a battle paddle, which you can use as a decent oar, and a pirate map. If you follow the map and dig out the stash at the X marks the spot, as well as getting a bunch of Moon Quay related items, you also have a chance of getting back the stuff that the monkeys have stolen from you. I found that it took me a few stashes to get all of my stuff back, and it's a lot of hassle to go through if you lose something valuable, but at least it's not lost permanently. The captain's tricorn can also be used with a blueprint you get to make Polly Roger's hat. Wearing this hat summons Polly Roger to your side as a companion who has the added ability of picking up any and every item in the vicinity and returning it to you. It's basically a slower, lazy forager with a bit more range, and while there's no durability, Polly only has 50 health and can be killed, so be careful with it. You also get a blueprint for the Moon Quay pirate banner, which is a nice decorative touch you can add to your boats, docks or bases. There isn't a lot of non-ocean related stuff in this update. There's a new crockpot dish, banana shake, that gives you 33 sanity, which is not too shabby. Cactuses and reeds now undergo regrowth, which is a nice quality of life change. And since monkey tails give you a way of growing and replanting reeds, all we need is the same for cactuses and we're all set. Overall, I really like the direction of this update. Ocean stuff has been a bit hit and miss in the game, but this is also enjoyable and quirky, and it kind of revitalizes that side of the game for me. I've already seen so many cool ideas coming out of the beta with the magnets and docks and the portal. I can't wait to see what it becomes and what happens when the stage is finally set. Thanks for watching this video guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.